You spend years building a dedicated fan base, pouring your energy into the music, and people actually listen. The crowds show up online. But then you log into your streaming dashboard and the monthly payout hasn't moved an inch. The industry tells us this is a simple math equation. You upload more tracks, you gain more followers, and your streaming income scales up accordingly. Yet an artist can have a massive catalog, dozens of albums with established popularity and a niche like synthwave, and still see their major corporate platform earnings flatline at $40 to $50 a month, year after year. Algorithmic gatekeeping creates a systematic chokehold on visibility, regardless of verified audience demand. Major streaming platforms actively suppress organic reach. By choking off how many of your true fans actually see your new releases, the platform artificially caps the payout pool they owe to independent creators. We need to look at the raw numbers. We're going to compare actual platform data to calculate the exact financial cost of this gatekeeping, and then map out an alternative system that actually pays. Evaluating your career success through a corporate streaming dashboard is a trap. That data is curated to keep you dependent on their ecosystem. Let's compare a massive corporate streaming platform against a smaller community-driven platform, looking at the exact same 30-day window for a single independent artist. This dashboard from the corporate giant shows exactly 704 listeners and 2,468 streams. For an artist with an extensive catalog, these numbers are suspiciously low. When you factor in that this platform has billions of active global users, yielding less than 1,000 listeners defies basic statistical probability. The algorithm refuses to connect them. Now, let's look at the community-focused platform during that exact same month. This overview shows 9,826 plays, with a daily bar chart proving consistent engagement. Below, 7 comments and 4 reposts prove actual humans are actively sharing the music, rather than passive bots. The math contradicts the corporate narrative. The platform with the smallest global reach is somehow generating exponentially more verified organic plays. And this isn't a one-month anomaly. This all-time chart shows over 1.16 million plays, with massive organic peaks in 2022 and 2023. The corporate platform appears to be filtering out the very audience segments that have already proven their engagement elsewhere. Corporate platforms prioritize hiding listener demographics to control their payout margins. Community platforms, despite their flaws, offer a much truer reflection of authentic audience resonance. We call this difference the suppression gap. It is the strict financial difference between your natural audience reach and the reach an algorithm actually permits you to have. Dividing that million-plus organic total yields an average baseline of roughly 193,000 yearly plays. Applying that to a global market share 20 times larger points to a proportional reach of 4 million streams. Applying the standard payout rate of 1/3 of a cent per stream, projected natural earnings should land between $12,000 to $30,000 a year. But in reality, the algorithm caps actual payouts at a flat $500 annually. That missing money is stolen value. They ghost listener profiles and keep catalog visibility low, ensuring you never breach that ceiling. Remaining entirely dependent on opaque per-stream payout models actively forfeits millions of dollars of long-term legacy value over the course of a career. The immediate alternative to running endlessly on this algorithmic streaming hamster wheel is evaluating a direct-to-fan sales model that you actually control. This sales dashboard shows $6,637 in total lifetime revenue. That total was generated by an incredibly small pool of individual buyers. Despite receiving significantly lower overall traffic, this single direct revenue stream out-earns all major corporate streaming platform payouts combined. Here is the specific strategy driving those numbers. The artist is offering a full digital discography bundle, all 120 releases, priced directly at $331, maximizing the revenue from every single superfan. If you convert just 1% of a verified organic audience into buyers of a high-ticket bundle like this, the financial impact eclipses years of streaming royalties in a single month. Even if platform mechanics try to artificially limit how many buyers are shown on your page, the proportional math proves that direct sales scale faster and harder than fractional streams. Retraining a tiny fraction of an audience to buy direct yields infinitely more financial stability than begging an algorithm for homepage placement. To survive this landscape, Independent artists must transition from renting an audience to building and owning what we call a sovereign ecosystem. The first stage of this ecosystem is Tier 1, the funnel. This represents the major corporate streaming services. You should strictly utilize Tier 1 as a global billboard for basic discovery. Treat it as a search engine, carrying absolutely zero expectations for meaningful revenue. The next stage is Tier 2, the nourishment core, which represents your presence on community-driven audio platforms. The specific function of Tier 2 is to facilitate direct fan messaging, share works in progress, and foster peer-to-peer artist collaborations completely free from algorithmic sorting. The final stage is Tier 3, the gold standard. This houses your direct sales platforms, your physical media, and sync licensing. Tier 3 is the ultimate destination. It is where full catalog purchases and high-value licensing deals occur, allowing you to generate actual wealth without ever surrendering your master rights. If you are an emerging artist, immediately shift your core metric of success. Stop looking at total streams and start counting the number of active, verified community members you can reach directly. If you are an established creator, immediately deploy high-ticket digital bundles. Convert your existing organic reach into a financial escape hatch. Sustainable creative independence comes from building a closed-loop system where the artist retains absolute ownership of their art and income.